Welcome back to the YouTube Money Lab podcast, the place where we break down YouTube strategies so you don't have to. Today, we're diving into a popular video from MrBeast, where he shares how I get over 100 million views per video. If you've been wondering how to grow your channel or start earning online, this one's for you.
You ever scroll through YouTube and just feel like lost in this huge sea of videos?
Oh, yeah. Millions uploaded every single day. It's kind of overwhelming.
It makes you wonder, what's the secret sauce? You know, what actually makes a video pop?
It's a fascinating question, and one that I think a lot of creators, maybe even just curious viewers, think about. There's definitely this sense of wanting to understand, like, the mechanics underneath it all.
Well, that's exactly why we're diving deep today into something brand new. Views.com. It was just launched by MrBeast.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, we've been digging through his announcement video about the site, and, well, our mission here is to really unpack what this platform offers you, the learner, in understanding how YouTube's success actually works.
Right. Sort of getting access to a whole new layer of information, maybe.
Exactly. And, I mean, MrBeast has certainly built an incredible understanding of the platform.
You could say that, yeah. The fact that he's actually created a tool to share some of that knowledge, it suggests there's probably real potential here for anyone wanting to learn more.
Absolutely. And it's not just one big, fire hose of data. Views.com has both free and paid features.
Okay.
And we're going to explore both today, try to give you a solid understanding of what's available.
Sounds good. Where should we start? The free stuff.
Let's kick things off with the features you can dive into right now, without needing to subscribe. The free tools. What jumped out at you first from that free tier?
Well, the channel analytics seem like a really valuable starting point. The ability to just enter any YouTube channel name and get an overview of their performance, that sounds pretty powerful.
Exactly. You can just type in a channel, name your own, a competitor, whoever you're curious about, and see their overall analytics. But here's where it gets really interesting, I think, for understanding strategy.
Okay.
This platform breaks down views into those coming from long-form videos versus shorts.
Oh, that distinction is so critical. Yeah. As MrBeast pointed out, I mean, if you see a channel bragging about massive monthly views, but almost all of it is shorts, well, the implications for watch time, ad revenue, building a loyal audience is totally different, isn't it?
Completely different. So for you, the listener, this means when you're looking at, say, competitors or channels you admire, you can get a much clearer sense of the type of success they're seeing and, how relevant their strategies might actually be to your own goals.
Precisely. It gives you a much more nuanced picture than just like a raw view count.
Totally. Then, okay, if you navigate to the video section for a specific channel, you can drill down into individual videos. And one really useful feature here is seeing the daily viewership for any video.
Ah, okay. Tracking daily views. That can give you a fantastic understanding of a video's initial momentum, right? Like how quickly it took off and if it has sustained viewership over time.
Yeah, you can see the curve. And look out for this little visual cue. An A/B thumbnail test icon. It appears if the creator changed the video's thumbnail at some point. So you can potentially see if maybe a thumbnail change correlated with a big shift in viewership.
Interesting. So you can kind of track those changes.
Yeah, but it gets even more revealing. For any video, Views.com shows you its ranking out of 10.
Wait, a ranking out of 10 for any video on YouTube?
Yeah.
Publicly?
Yeah.
That's pretty unique. Normally, that kind of performance feedback is something only the creator sees inside their YouTube studio.
Exactly. So for you, this offers a fascinating peek into how YouTube itself might be evaluating the relative performance of different videos, even without seeing the creator's private data.
It could kind of hint at what the algorithm might be favoring, maybe?
That's the idea. It gives you a sense of how YouTube perceived that video's performance. MrBeast seemed particularly enthusiastic about this being public.
I can see why.
And building on the thumbnail stuff, you can also see a history of every single A/B thumbnail test that was ever run on that specific video.
Wow. Okay. So not just if they tested, but what they tested.
Exactly. Think about the learning potential there.
Absolutely. Understanding the thumbnail variations other creators have tried and maybe seeing which ones might have led to viewership changes. I mean, that could be a huge shortcut for your own creative process.
Right. Helps you avoid testing stuff others already found didn't work, or maybe gives you inspiration.
Yeah. Makes sense. What else is in the free toolkit?
Okay, moving on. There's the Similar Channels tab. This sounds really smart.
How did that work?
It apparently analyzes the content on a channel looking at video titles, descriptions, general themes, and then it compares that against a massive data set to suggest other channels creating similar stuff.
That could be incredibly valuable for creators, identifying potential collaborators, seeing who your direct competitors are.
Or even just discovering new content ideas in your niche that are working for others.
Yeah, or if you're just a viewer, it's a good way to find new channels you might like based on what you already watch.
Yeah, totally. It's like a recommendation engine, but focused specifically on the content itself, not just viewing habits. Then we have the top charts.
Okay, like most subscribed, most viewed, that kind of thing.
It has those standard ones, yeah. Most subscribed, most viewed channels. But what's maybe more immediately useful, I think, are the charts showing the top 50 most viewed videos from, get this, the previous day.
Oh, wow. That recent.
Yeah. And the last 7 days, the last 28 days, and the last year.
Okay, that level of recent data for top videos is much more actionable than just the all-time rankings, isn't it?
Exactly. It gives you a real-time snapshot of what kinds of content are actually grabbing attention now.
For you, this could be a great way to spot emerging trends or see what topics and formats are hot right now in near real time.
Precisely. It's about understanding the current landscape. And the last of the free features we'll cover is the View Stats Chrome extension.
A browser extension.
Yeah, available in the Chrome store. This is really slick. Once you install it, you get an overlay directly on any YouTube video you're watching.
So you don't even need to leave YouTube to get some of this data.
Exactly. That sounds incredibly convenient.
Right there on the side of the video, you can see its daily viewership. You can compare it to the recent performance of videos on your own channel.
You connect it, yeah.
Right. See that ranking out of 10, get a quick overview of the channel itself, all without navigating away.
And just to reiterate, all of these tools we've just talked about, channel analytics, video stats, rankings, similar channels, top charts, the extension, they're all completely free to use right now.
That's a pretty substantial amount of information and functionality being offered without any cost. It certainly makes you wonder what the paid pro features bring to the table.
Well, yeah, that's where things get even more powerful, apparently offering a much deeper level of analysis. MrBeast did mention these pro features involve, like, significant operational costs, which explains the subscription model.
Makes sense. So what's first up in pro?
The first pro tool he highlighted is called Outliers. This is all about identifying videos that have performed significantly better than a channel's average viewership.
Okay, an outlier. So if a channel usually gets, 10,000 views per video and then one suddenly hits 100,000 or 1 million, that gets flagged.
Exactly. That video isn't just doing well, it's blowing expectations out of the water.
For you, the user, identifying these outliers could be like finding gold, couldn't it? Potentially revealing unexpected audience interests or like super effective content hooks.
That's the idea. And the tool keeps track of these outliers so you can go back and analyze them. But the real power seems to be in the filtering system.
How so?
It's incredibly detailed. You can specify minimum view counts, minimum subscriber counts for the channel, how many times above the channel's average the views need to be, like 10x, 50x.
Wow.
And even set a specific time frame, like only find outliers from the last 90 days. MrBeast seemed really impressed with how quickly the results loaded, even with really complex filters.
That level of granular filtering sounds like a huge time saver for doing targeted research, instead of just scrolling endlessly.
Yeah, you can really narrow your search to find those exceptional performers within specific parameters.
So for you, this means you could quickly pinpoint content that broke through in certain niches, maybe using particular strategies or targeting certain audience sizes.
Exactly. Like having a direct line to understanding potential viral triggers, filtered just how you want.
Okay, powerful. What's next in pro?
The next pro tool is thumbnail search. This one's fascinating.
Thumbnail search.
Yeah?
Like looking for specific thumbnails.
Yeah, you can type in keywords, and it will pull up a whole range of relevant thumbnails. He gave an example, like if a farmer wanted ideas for a tractor video. They could type tractor or related keywords and see a variety of visual approaches other creators have used for their thumbnails.
That's a very direct way to get visual inspiration, isn't it? See what kind of imagery is being used in your area. almost like a visual brainstorming tool specifically for thumbnails.
Which we know are crucial for clicks, yeah. But it gets even more interesting with the search by thumbnail feature.
Search by thumbnail. How does that work?
You can actually upload an image of a thumbnail you like, or even just paste the URL of a YouTube video, and the tool will find visually similar thumbnails across the platform. So if you see a style that really catches your eye, you can discover other videos using similar visual elements.
Okay, that could be incredibly useful for understanding visual trends in thumbnails, seeing what designs might be effective in certain niches without having to just stumble across them.
Exactly. For you, it's a way to research visual best practices more systematically.
All right, that's cool. What's the third pro tool?
The third one is all about A/B test analysis. This is where things get really meta, I think. Meta. How? Apparently, the tool shows you every single A/B thumbnail test that is currently running live on YouTube.
Wait, every single one. Across the whole platform.
That's what he said.
That's an unprecedented level of insight into what creators are actively testing right now.
I know, right? For you, this could offer a massive advantage. You get to understand what kinds of thumbnail variations are being explored across YouTube.
And by extension, maybe what creators believe might lead to higher click-through rates.
Right. The whole idea is, instead of solely relying on your own, maybe limited A/B tests, you can see the collective experiments of countless other creators and learn from their ongoing explorations in real time. MrBeast used the example of searching Minecraft to see recent A/B tests being run in that huge gaming niche.
So just to be clear, you probably can't see the specific performance data for each test variation, right? Like which one won?
No, that stays private to the creator, but you can see the different variations they are actively putting out there.
Okay, so that still gives you valuable clues about the types of visual elements, text styles, overall approaches that creators in your field or any field you're researching are actually trying out.
Exactly. It's about understanding the questions being asked through these tests, platform-wide. He even shared this story about Ryan Trahan. Ryan was running a thumbnail test for his airline seat video, and one of the variations was apparently quite similar to a test MrBeast himself had run successfully on a related video like a year prior.
Okay.
And MrBeast pointed out that if Ryan had access to this kind of A/B test data back then, it could have potentially saved him time or maybe validated his creative direction faster.
That's a really compelling example, that potential for cross-channel learning. Seeing those parallels and learning from the collective experimentation, that could be incredibly powerful for refining your own strategies.
Definitely feels like a potential game changer. Okay, fourth pro feature, alerts.
Alerts, like notifications.
Yeah, this one's maybe more straightforward, but still super useful for staying informed. You can set up custom alerts to track video performance based on specific keywords and view counts.
Okay, give me an example.
MrBeast gave the example of creating an alert for any long-form video, so excluding shorts with "I built" in the title, that reaches over 1 million views.
Got it. So if a video matching those exact criteria gets uploaded by anyone and hits that view threshold, boom, you get a notification.
Exactly.
For you, the user, this could be invaluable then. Tracking emerging trends, monitoring specific topics in your niche, seeing what's breaking through in real time without having to constantly search yourself.
Yeah, it's like having a personalized early warning system for the trends and topics you actually care about.
Makes sense. And the last pro tool.
The final one they highlighted is called Collections. This basically acts as a central hub.
A hub for what?
A place where you can save data and insights you've discovered using all the other pro tools. So, outliers you've identified, interesting thumbnails you found via the search alerts you've set up.
Oh, okay. So you can organize everything you find.
Yeah, all organized in one location for you to review later. He used the example of creating a specific Minecraft collection to save relevant findings.
So it's a way to curate and organize all the valuable data you're uncovering through your research on the platform. That makes perfect sense for streamlining your workflow.
Helps you actually use the insights, right? Not just find them and forget them.
Yeah, allows you to revisit and analyze your findings effectively. For you, it means you can build your own kind of personalized knowledge base of what's working on YouTube based on your research.
Absolutely. And he also mentioned they have over a dozen more pro tools planned for release within the next year.
Wow, okay. So it's still growing.
Sounds like it. It seems like this platform is going to continue to evolve and offer even more insights. He directed anyone interested in learning more about the paid features specifically to views.com/Pro.
Well, it certainly sounds like a very comprehensive set of tools, both free and paid, all designed to give creators and really anyone interested in YouTube, a much deeper understanding of how the platform works and ultimately what drives success.
So yeah, to wrap things up, we've taken a good look at views.com, and it's clear it offers a really wide array of features. The free tier provides, genuinely valuable access, channel and video analytics, that key breakdown of long form versus shorts.
A unique video ranking, the thumbnail test insights, finding similar channels.
Right. And then the pro tier unlocks these more advanced capabilities, identifying outliers, that powerful thumbnail search.
Getting a glimpse into all those A/B tests happening across YouTube, the custom alerts, and that collection system for organizing everything.
So for you, the learner, whether you're a content creator yourself, maybe someone looking to understand the dynamics of online video, or even someone in marketing or research, Views.com offers a really interesting lens to analyze YouTube through.
Yeah, it definitely moves beyond just surface-level observations, doesn't it? It provides pretty concrete data and comparisons that can really inform your understanding of what resonates with audiences.
And, well, that brings us to our final thought for you today. Consider this. With the increasing availability of this kind of detailed data about YouTube performance, how might that fundamentally change the game? The way content gets created, how audiences are understood.
That's a big question.
What new questions does this raise for you about, the nature of virality or the strategies creators use, or even just the relationship between the stuff we watch and how it gets made?
It definitely feels like we're only just beginning to explore the implications of having this level of insight, potentially at everyone's fingertips. Makes you wonder what comes next.
That's a wrap for today's breakdown. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more podcast-style summaries from the best YouTube creators out there. See you in the next episode.